Okay, so what we have covered so far are the three important stepping stone for success. If you would like to say that, take it like that. First is dinam, itam, hutam. Okay, three most important. I will again tell you why it is so important is because one, dinam, it works at social level. You have started to let go of something at a social level. So it can be anything. You go and do a service, you donate, you participate, you do whatever it is, volunteering, etc., etc. That removes hold. Okay, so at social level, it's pretty decent. So philanthropy is an aspect which adds value because then the next life you get it back. It's not that you give here, you get it back. It's 100% certain you get it back, but you don't have to think that will I get back or not. You will. The more you give, the more you get. Simple. The more you hold, the more you lose. Very straightforward conditions. There's nothing hanky panky in that. So I start with dinam, giving, give, open up. Okay. So that's my starting point. And that's exactly what parmi is also, that you start doing it. Now, what is parmi? Pa in Pali as panya, pamada, you see there, all of that have pa. Okay, so then all pa's added together gives you a state of going inside. So pamada is sleepy inside. That means he can't be woken up. But in English, we can put it as heedlessness and all that. But actually, what's happening is he can't be woken up. He's slumber. It's gone. He's alive, but he's dead, meaning you can't do anything to him. Just ignore. So the pa represents a very deep aspect of anya, like panya. Nya means jnana, means knowledge. Nya, like abhinya, nya means penetration. Abhi means higher, higher penetration. Okay, so each one of these have a particular meaning to it. Otherwise, there was no sense of doing it. So etymology or nirukti is very important. Okay. Anyway, every language has it. Greek has the maximum etymological other than Sanskrit and Pali. So more than Latin, Greek has a good etymology, like ethos, what we were talking yesterday for ethics. Coming back to this subject is pa. Okay, so like panya, just to give you a sample of that, and then pajanati, again pa. Janati is to know. To go deeper, you require in depth. What you call as in depth is pajanati, means pajanana, one who goes in depth. Doesn't take just like that. Okay, so dinna is something like that. You start opening up. Okay, just like a child, it's holding its fist, so not to give. The mother or the father pacifies and asks to open. Okay, that's dinner. If that happens, then at what level, what happens? Ether is about looking at essencelessness of holding something. So at a personal level, you start to give up desires, give up actually pleasure. Okay, you giving. Give started in dana. Okay, now you have understood through panya that there's no point in holding like this. release it. Right? So when you release it, you release the pleasure. Because that's the one you're holding anyway. Thinking that gives me pleasure. So slowly you are finding there is far better pleasure than this pleasure. In fact, you are finding it is very tough to hold like this. It's painful. Then so nice. It's good. Okay. That's the beauty of this. So it's dana gives up possessions and ita gives up pleasure and huta gives up self. That is nibbana. So how do you transcend from lokiya to lokuttara is like this. You use the same lokiya. That's the reason Buddha says in the Mahachattarika Sutta that without this samadhiti, you can't do the other one. So this is punya bhagya, you should. And then use that punya to get into the transcendence. You transcend there. You move there. Okay. So all of them, 10 of them, is nibbana. Not one, all. So you need to know how to get there. So start with dana. So parami dana. That gives you Śīla. Why? Because you're doing itha. Nekkhamma is renunciation. Uta. You see how this is linking. You understand? So there's somebody says you require parami, again pa rami. Ask him, what do you know? Which one? So somebody says to you, don't accept that you don't have parami. That person doesn't know what is parami. Ask him what is pa and rami. Because pa has a value. It's from, the root is ram, means to complete. So parmi is completion. Okay. And that's what even in English they have translated as completion or fullness or whatever. That means if it is part, it is completed. So you require 10 parmis to get into Nibbana. Perfect. That's true. And if somebody says you can't sit for 1 hour because you don't have parmi, then that guy is an idiot. He doesn't know that sitting for 1 hour has got nothing to do with your parami. You are not habituated in sitting for 1 hour. If you make it an habit, you can sit. It's got nothing to do with parmis. So we need to know that parmi is required for liberation. Parmi is not required for these futile things, which it makes no sense actually. Anyway, coming back to this, first you start giving up. Okay. So if you're holding on to sitting for 1 hour, give up that holding on 1 hour. You just sit. Don't worry about 1 hour. It doesn't matter. Because that again becomes an attachment. So you are not doing dinna. You're holding it. I want to sit. No. Sit. There's no I want to sit. No. Dinna. That means you're morally changing your attitude. You can't wield power. Say that I will sit. No, sorry. Out of question. I will stand. No. I will walk. No. If condition matches, you will sit. If condition doesn't match, you can't sit. Let's say somebody has a backache. Can he sit? No. Absolutely not possible. Somebody has got caught up in that spine. Can he sit? Can you make him sit? No. So don't say that I can sit. No, you can't. Give up that. It didn't. So you help others at a social level, at a personal level, do the itha. Okay. That means give up the desire, and huta, give up the self. Okay. So first step is to let go. Second step is to renunciate. Third step is give to the unseen, because realms exist. So the unseen beings are there. So I give up myself, because after this body ends, I am again an unseen being. The seeing is because of this body. If the body is not there, doesn't tell me that it's ended. No, it didn't. If these three are very important, Natti Dinam becomes Atti Dinam. Natti Itam becomes Atti Itam. And Natti Hutam becomes Atti Hutam. Not that you should take it at a face value. You should know why you're accepting to it. You're accepting to it because you are doing it. You're giving. You're giving your time, you're giving your energy, you're doing everything for someone. Maybe your child, maybe your office. You're doing it. You are. So it's wrong. It's actually misunderstanding. That's why it's called as mithya or mitya. That is misunderstood. That what is being done is treated as not done, and what is not done is treated as done. So these three starting points are very important. Like in the Parani, Dana, Śīla, Nekkhamma. Those three comes continuous. Dinna, Itha, Uta. Clear? The next one, what we are going to take is Kamma Vipaka. That is where your knowledge comes, Panya. Okay? So, if you don't have these three, the next one will not go in anywhere, meaning you will not be able to understand. So, before I go to the next one, I'm asking anyone here any questions, concerns, did not understand, not convinced, whatever it is, because here you need to have clarity. That means no doubt. So before I move there, I want to know you're clear. And has your perception changed from natti to atti, not to it is? Are you still having, maybe it might be there? No, maybe. I'll give you a few minutes before the next one is very deeper. I don't want to go to the depth of the swimming pool without you not able to stand in even a 2 feet level. That is 12 feet. Next one. Take your time. I have no problem. If you want me to come back tomorrow, I'm fine with it. But I'm not going to cover the next one. What happened? Silence means stopping. How should I continue? I don't know. Hopefully, I think the way silence shows that either you're totally misunderstood or fully understood.
Understood, sir.
Okay, no questions. Sure, all good. Okay, you want to travel? I have no problems. So the next one is Natti Sukha Dukkhatanam Phalam. Okay, meaning to say, I don't believe that anything Sukha Dukkha is a phala which is coming out of my karma. Because karma has a vipaka. Now you need to know what is karma and what is vipaka. Karma is the intention, vipaka is the fruit of it. The problem is like this. I've seen Australia now, I'm not that interested. And I've seen US, not that interested. Now I have these two people, Madhulika and Nikit, and then I would like to visit Manchester. Okay. And Bobby will say, oh, you're wanting to go to London or UK. Yeah, I need to have that, let's say. That's an intention. Okay. But when the vipaka is going to happen, I don't know. So I don't believe the sukha, the pleasure, dukkha, or pleasantness, unpleasantness are happening due to the karma because they are not happening at the same time. I agree if it happens at the same time. So there is no proof that this intention created that result. They are not synchronized in some way, right? See, my visa of 2006 versus 2024, a lot of difference. I went to US at that time and this time. Yeah, but I didn't fly in 25. I'm supposed to be flying every year. That's my intention. But where is the vipaka? Where is the phala? The fruit of action. I don't see it. Then you will give me a story that the condition didn't match. Will tell me which condition didn't match. So this goes in arguments because I don't understand. So what I then understand is there is no fruit and result of good and bad actions. That means if I do sukha, sukhatha, well done, has no vipaka. Dukhatha, badly done action, has no vipaka. Karma, nothing called intention. Phala is a fruit. Vipaka is result. Paka means to make up. Vipaka, when it is completely made up, it lands there. So I don't know when it will happen and will it ever happen or not. So I think it is a misunderstanding or created. These people want to make me fearful. So no point in being moral because I don't see it. So there is nothing called as moral causality. If that is the case, then I would love to cheat because I need it. So I will say something. Say, I'll tell Niket that, they are in trouble. So if I come there, I'll solve your problem. Then out of fear, Niket buys me a ticket and I go to Manchester. I have no intention of solving his problem. I wanted to go to Manchester or wherever he stays. And then I want them to take me around London. So they take me around London and all the places. And we go, I would say that why don't we go to Scottish? So then we go to Scotland and Ireland. And anyway, Bobby is from Ireland. So I will go there and enjoy. And then in the end, Nikit asked me that, Vilasji, you came and you said you're going to do something for me. Yeah, I already done it for you. Now you'll not have any problems. So my job is done. I come back, my passport has a UK visa, and I traveled. What's the problem with that? Nothing, right? I come back and I then go to USA in September. Then I will tell Shaniel I want to come to Australia. So then I come to Brisbane, and then again I meet Bobby and all of them. And then my year ends 2026. Then I look forward to for another set of tours in 2027. All sponsored. Nothing I'm going to spend. Not even a single dollar I'm going to spend. I give some story that, oh, you are in trouble. If I come there, I'll solve this for you, solve that for you. If it happens, it happens. Otherwise, I'll say, look, I did everything I could. And then maybe your parmis are not there and hence it didn't happen. So then, done. It's a very good word, actually. Parmis are not there. You can just use it. If something fails, your parmi was not there. What I can do? What do you think I should do now? Because there's no Kamma Vipaka. I don't know. It's any Kamma at all. Forget the Vipaka. Why I do that? Because everyone does that in the same way. I see the entire society is like that. So my question is, why should I stand out of the rest? Everybody is like that. You tell me who is not like that. If somebody feared the consequence, they wouldn't have done it anyway. Let's say a road rage. Would they do it? Let's say somebody takes a land which, let's say I bought that land somewhere and I have not gone there for many years. Some hutment has come and somebody has already constructed. Would it happen? No. He's living happily. Let's say I don't go for the next 50 years. The whole family has stayed and continued. I can take, I can steal, I can do this, I can do that, because there's nothing called as Kamma Vipaka, because I'm not seeing anything happening there. Take all the politicians. Aren't they really enjoying life? Across the globe. Now you tell me what made them to become a politician. They're having all riches and the subjects are all poor. They keep on paying taxes, they do everything. Take this, forget the politicians, you take businessmen. They know how to not pay tax. Salaried person, no choice. So you mean to say joining an organization for salary is a bad karma then? And starting your own business is a good karma? What do you think? I want to be an entrepreneur. Is that a good thing then? Because I have a very good karma now. I don't have to pay taxes. Right? Especially in India. Because only 2% of population pay the taxes for the 98% of people. So if that is the case, then why am I penalized? You need to say I have bad karma. Unless you give me this answer, why should I believe in karmic philosophy? That it has some. And finally, number discourse 4.77. Okay, What that is going to do for me, Bobby?
The result of karma is unthinkable.
I don't care, Bobby. Now I want it now. If you show me it happens now, then I'll believe it. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and my time. Yes, Sanil. I don't know what happened. Maybe his karma was bad that he raised his hand and went away. Yes, Sanil. Yes, Smita ji.
Sir, Namo Buddhaya, good
Now
morning.
that.
Um, this
Smita ji, your internet connection is not good. We can't hear anything. Okay. Now you're come back. Okay.
one. Yeah. Um, I was just wondering that, like, for instance, sometimes we tend to choose the profession, but sometimes it's not necessary. Like, for instance, you mentioned about the politicians, right? So, is it that in the past life, whatever we did, and the present life, is that there is a connection between that
I don't
past
know.
karma
I don't know.
and the present?
No, Smita ji, I have become a devil's advocate right now. You need to convince me why you think there is a connection. You can't ask me the same question.
Okay.
Because I don't believe actually anything is a connection or no connection. But I'm suffering, that much I know. When I see everybody happy, I'm unhappy.
Yes.
You tell me why. Now, don't tell me that your parmi is not there or your karma is not good. That doesn't solve my problem. I need a solution. Oh, yeah, Vilas, you are in trouble because of this reason. You do this, so you will get it. So I will do it. Okay, I will do it, whatever you say, but it should happen. You can't say, because the crow was sitting on a tree and that branch fell down and the crow flew away and that's the reason it didn't work. No, you can't give me that cock and bull stories. So you have to tell me exactly, you do 1 to 10 and then you will get it. Or 1 to 5 at least.
Okay.
So do you have something like that?
I am just trying to remember certain
Okay, do
verses.
one thing. You think in the meanwhile, I'll ask Akash. Maybe he has an answer to whatever I'm asking.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Akash, go ahead.
So I can only think that if two people or different people in the same circumstances, they experience different results. Like you said that someone cannot sit for 1 hour does not mean they don't have parmis, but in the same time, people are sitting for the same amount of time, but different people are getting different results, right? So how can we explain that? And also people in business or in different things, they are using the same amount of effort, same, they are doing all the same things, but they are getting different results. Some people are having unfortunate things happen, or you can say bad luck, and they are losing. But another set of people doing all the same things, they are more successful, or things are happening in their favor. So how do we explain these things, sir?
I'm asking the same question to you. Actually, you have to tell me. You are asking me.
So physically everything is the same, so there has to be something spiritual behind this, right?
That's a story. There's nothing spiritual about it. Spirit means Holy Grail. that that Trinity, Jesus, Holy Spirit, and God, which I don't believe. I'm an atheist. I don't believe. Tell me, how does it work?
So how are you born? Like, why are you born in the place that
I
you are
don't know,
born?
because my parents wanted to enjoy, and then somehow I came here.
But why you?
I don't know why me, why it can be somebody else, but I don't know. Really, I don't know. So you have to tell me why I came here.
Because it was uh, your karma to come here and to born so and so, and
Then in that case, killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, everything is karmic. So I'm not doing it. It just happens,
in the same time you are having a free will and choice to a certain degree, right? Not
No, when
completely.
it is karma, there is no free will. Please understand it. You with free will or no free will, nothing you can do, right? See,
Hmm.
somebody is having cold or fever. What free will he use? He can free will use to take tablet, but he can't remove that fever because it is nothing he can do. So then some stupid guy comes to his home and says it is karmic.
Some
And then I would say, yeah, maybe it's karmic, and that means I can't do anything, basically.
some people are getting diseases that we don't even know that these diseases exist, and
That you forget it. But you tell me about fever.
so fever is from the environment, but at the same time if you have a fever and you die, which is very rare, then that can be karmic.
I really don't understand this term karma at all. I'm not
It's
clear.
just
Why don't you explain to an atheist like me that what are you talking about? I don't even understand.
it's just the law of nature of causality, right? All the
Law of
every
causality.
action
No, law of causality is not karma. No.
every action has a reaction.
No. Every action has a reaction. But when?
That is determined by the buffer, right? By how much is yet to manifest.
So, you know what happens? Let me cut this short, otherwise, this will go like what would have happened with Hutam. It's called ahetukavada. Hetu
Hmm.
means cause. Ahetukavada means a debate or a direction in which there is no cause. Because I don't see a cause. See, you tell
Hmm.
me one thing. You are in Thailand and Bobby is in Australia. Ariu is in US. And these other two people who are on video are in UK. All the Indians have closed their cameras. Can you tell me? I mean, those residing in India have closed cameras. Can you tell me why they have done that?
They have to say that, so how can I say that?
No, that is why it is called ahetukovada, because it's random. I have no idea why they have done that. See,
Hmm.
only people in Western or in Eastern or wherever, apart from India, they have all put their cameras. And those who are not have not. Now, Mrityunjay has come because he came to Australia and he went to US, so he's come there. Now, why did they come? I don't know.
Dhamma.
Now you say karma. See, but it's karma. Then I don't agree with that. Even Buddha will not agree with it. You're in the park, no problem. I'm just pulling your leg just to answer to this question. So you don't have to really come into the video. You can be in the park or wherever you want to be. Don't worry. Okay, anyway, think it over while I come to Bobby. Yes, Bobby.
Let's see, I can only make one comment according to the suttas, like when Buddha students used to answer these questions, he say, like, you are our teacher, please answer this question.
Okay. Madhukar, go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I feel that whatever the intent arises, we are creating some sort of a positive or negative conditioning for a future existence. I mean, that's what as I feel. So one has to be worried about the whatever he intend, whatever he speaks, and whatever he does. So as long as the person realizes that he is accountable for whatever the act he wants to do, then only he understand uh, the purpose of this. So I feel that way. I think that way. How much right I am, I don't know. So we should be worried about whether I am going to enter the wholesome condition or unwholesome condition, but it need not be in future also. Right now also, even because it is giving a result on the spot. So I may not realize, I may realize, it doesn't matter. But what are the intent, it arises as positive side, negative side. It has to have some that creating the nest for the next life. So one should be have a selfishness to go into the good nest, or at least first of all get it liberated, but at least make a situation conditioning proper so that one can progress. So that should be the plan one should uh, look at karma like that's what I think. I don't know how much right I am.
Simple thing. It's correct. Akash also answered little bit of it. Appreciate Akash and appreciate Madhukar on at least some portion is right. The difference between karma or kamma and no kamma is like this. Kamma or karma, when you say kar, to do, okay, so I should be there to do, okay, things to do. That's what it is. It's to do list. If you have a to-do list, you will have a result of that. If it is completed, you will get a result. If it's uncompleted, it's there. It will take time before it is completed. Now, to test it, whether it works or not, if a situation is different than condition. So we'll talk about conditionality later. A situation comes, the habitual pattern comes. So say for example, I'm driving, you know how we drive in India. So when we're driving, and Niket knows, he's been in Bangalore, they have stayed in Bangalore, so they know how ruly we are. So very ruly we are going on the road and becomes unruly, and I get into anger. The vipaka is there's a burning sensation in the body. And two is that heartbeat goes up. Okay, so there's a kamma and a kamma vipaka. I intend to take on with that person, and the vipaka is, the fruit is, I am sweating and heart is pumping faster and I'm panting for breath, and I'm also angered. I'm having a unpleasant feeling in my body. That's quite as sufficient to understand kamma and kamma vipaka. What is kamma here? Unable to handle the situation is the kamma. What is the vipaka? The result of that is the vipaka. Clear? Now, if I change the habit, same road, same situation, but I don't get worked up, will the kamma work on me? Answer is no. Meaning my nature is to fight, but now I have removed it. So if the kamma is not there, there's no kamma vipaka. If the kamma is there, there's a vipaka. So now you can see it is conditioned. Right? So the difference between the Buddha Dhamma and others, In others, the karma is fixed. It becomes deterministic. Meaning, if you have karma, you can't do anything about it. Nothing you can do except for suffering or except for doing whatever you think you can do. So in the Titayatana Sutta, Anguttara Nikaya 3.61, please make a note. He says, I will not agree if somebody says that everything is karma. Why? Because you can't change. Now, why born in India, like what Akash was saying, why I'm born in India is because it met the condition. It did not because I wished for it or I didn't wish for it. The condition matched, so I am born here. Everybody is born in different places and different realms based upon the condition. So in my past life, I've created a condition which fructified into this kind of body and this kind of place, and because that matched the condition. It's law of conditionality, causality, cause and effect. Because it's conditioned, sankata. Now, if it is conditioned, you can change the condition. If it is situational, you can't change it. What can you change in situation? Nothing you can change. Like the situation is, it's hot. What will you do? Nothing you can do. But you can change the condition. What? It's pretty hot. Put on an air conditioner. You will not feel hot. You can keep it to 22 and be good with it. Just put air con. Done. Will you feel heat from outside? No. Outside 44 degrees centigrade. Inside 22 degrees centigrade. Sun cannot do anything to you now. He can say, I will burn you. Not burn. My air conditioner is taking care of your heat. Right? I go to cold country. Yeah, it's cold. Outside is minus 30 centigrade. But I wear jackets which can give me a feel of 22 degrees. Nothing the cold can do for me now. Yes, being born in a cold country or being in the cold country, maybe it's a karma, vipaka. But I can change it. Right? What do you think? You can't change? You can change. So can you change a condition? Yes. Every condition can be changed. So the bad condition is when I do immoral. The good condition is when I do moral. So I do good, I do moral not because I want to be moral or immoral. I want to do moral because I want to have a good condition. Not otherwise. If I'm not clear on that, I won't know what the karma and karma vipaka itself is. I will have randomness in some places and I will have karma in some places. That means I will go by karma philosophy and ahetukavada, randomness, and apply for both because I don't know how things are working, honestly. So to test it out, if I am cool from inside with the situation, nobody can irritate me. So that's it. Oh, because I changed the condition. The situation remains the same because it's a situation. But I have changed the condition. The underlying conditions have changed it. So nothing is going to happen. Meaning nothing is going to happen means the adverse effect of that is not going to happen. When I say nothing means don't think nothing is going to happen. The adverse effect is not there on me. Just like air con. The adverse effect of heat is not there. Or just like a sweater, the adverse effect of cold is not there. To change the condition. Isn't it true that you can change conditions? Or you think conditions cannot be changed? Yes, Akash, you wanted to say something? Yes, go ahead.
So in your situation, you have the good fortune that you have the air conditioner or you have the sweater, but in certain cases, people cannot afford to have the sweater or the air conditioner. Then in
Then you have
that
to bear
case,
with the situation. You can still bear the
yes, sir.
situation,
Hmm.
right? So let's say hunger. Let's take an example. Hunger. I can afford, but I was not hungry. Then I took the flight. It is 4 hours flight. Let's say to Bangkok. I flew by Air Asia from Bangalore. I have done that actually. So I came to Thailand. So it landed me not in Suvarnabhumi airport. It took me to another airport. Okay. And then from there, it was a nightmare for me to travel all the way to hotel where I was staying. So anyway, coming back to this point, Air Asia doesn't give anything. It's a budget flight, 4 hours. You sit tight on the seat because it's budget flight. So, and I wanted to order, everything was in dollars. So let's say I'm a very stingy person. I don't want to order anything because I'm counting in baht or in dollars. And I say, oh my goodness, 3 rupees per, um, 1 baht is 3 rupees and $1 is called 90 rupees. No, no, no. I'll just gulp. Water, I will ask, water is $2, $2, 180 rupees, 20 rupees bottle I would get. Oh man, this is 9 bottles I'm going to get. No, no, no. I'll ask them, will you give it for free or not? She says no. So I will take care of the thirst for next few hours. I'll endure the thirst. I'll endure the hunger. Because I can't afford. Now that's fine, right? So I still change the condition.
So you choose to endure, sir. That's what you're saying.
Yes, in like in the case of Ramadan or in any other thing, they will endure. Don't tell me that they don't feel hungry. They do, but they'll endure. So I will say
So
to myself,
even
yeah, go ahead.
so in example of the heat or cold also, then one can choose to endure
Yes, there are
as
people
one
who
of.
endure. Yeah, they endure. Right? Just endure. What else can be done? I'll endure.
So, but the condition remains the same in that case, right?
Situation remains the same, but you have changed the condition, right? Enduring is a change of condition, or it's not. Is it a change of situation? No, situation is cold.
Hmm. So the response is to endure, which is what we have changed.
Yeah, you've changed the condition. You could have eaten. I could have eaten. Actually, when I flew from Bangalore, it was in midnight. It was the flight was at 2:30 a.m. Okay, to Bangkok. So 9 o'clock Bangkok time, I'm supposed to be landing. But I chose another airport because it was Air Asia lands there. I never knew it. So I didn't fly by Singapore Airlines or some other airlines. I took Air Asia because it was cheaper. So 4 hours flight, didn't have water, didn't have food. I endured. The next person sitting to me is eating. I just made myself, I'm not going to eat. I'm on fast. Water fasting, food fasting. What will that situation do to me? Nothing. Change the condition. The next guy is drinking beer. I don't care. But I drink a lot of beer. But that day I didn't want to drink because each beer costing $80, let's say. And I don't want to drink. 80 into 90. Oh, no, no. Here, if I go down, I get 20 beers. So I can endure, but I change the condition. Yes or no? What do you think?
So, sir, you're saying that one way to change the condition is to just accept and endure with it, right? Instead of trying to reduce the unpleasantness.
Yes, I have a nagging wife. Divorce is an expensive affair. I had to lose all my fortune if I were to divorce. So what should I do? Endure the nagging. Come on. The situation is not going to change. She's going to be nagging forever. She's unhappy for everything I do. If I do this way, she shouts. If I do that way, she shouts. If I stand up, she shouts. If I sit down, she shouts. It is karmic. Is it? I don't know, but I can change my condition. I'll not react. Can I do that? Or can't I do that? Think it over.
So, basically, you're talking about acceptance of the condition rather than trying to change.
Whatever it is, Akash, it is like this. You should be clear on two terms, situation and conditions. They both are not the same. Situation is same for everyone. Because the situation, somebody is hungry, situation is same, it's hunger, right? See, when you go to a restaurant, you will find people in the restaurant because they're hungry or they just wanted to go there. 99% they're hungry. 1% of them would wanted to try new things there. But still they're hunger. If they were full, will they go there? So the situation is that they're hungry, right? That created a condition for them to go there, right? That created a condition. And when they go there, what they order can be different. You can't tell that that is karma because they are ordering different things. Nothing to do with that. They can order whatever they want. It depends on raga, dvesha, moha. It doesn't depend on, it's karmic, so they're ordering different dishes. No, they're hungry. Whatever they like, they order, right? That's fine. So the condition is driven by the situation, right? The situation is hunger, so they're driven a condition of going to the restaurant. Somebody says today's Uposatta is a Buddhist, Uposatta. So he will say, I'm not going to eat. Can he not do that? He can, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means, didn't he change the condition? Situation remains the same. The hunger is there. But isn't he enduring it? He has made an intention that I will remain hungry. I will not eat. Today's Upasatta. I will not go to eat. He saw the watch. Oh, sorry, it's 12 p.m. now. I can't eat. Because some people feel that after 12 we should not eat. So, oh shit, 12 o'clock. Just like Cinderella's story. So, Cinderella missed her leg, her shoes. So, he thought, oh, 12 o'clock. I can't eat. Sorry. If you had told me at 11:59, maybe I would have taken it. 11:59, I would have taken it. But now it is 12:00:01. No, sorry. That's it. Situation is the same. He's hungry, but he's enduring it. Somebody asked him, have you become a saint? He says, yes, for today. Because that's what the sutta says. If you don't eat at 12 o'clock, you are a saint. After 12. So where's the vipaka? When karma itself has not happened, where's the vipaka then? What do you think?
So, sir, how we respond to the situation is how we can change the condition.
Exactly. That's all what it is.
Mhm.
So if you do good things, you can change the bad condition. That's all. If you do bad things, you lose the good conditions. That's all. Simple. So that's how Buddha solves this problem of karma. Otherwise, you become totally in three divisions. One, you'll say it's act of God. Two, you'll say everything is karmic. I'm getting up because of my karma. I'm sitting because of karma. Because I'm walking because of karma. I'm talking because of karma. Everything is karma. So I can't do anything.
Sir, I'm sorry if I hijacked the topic a little bit, but
You already
where
hijacked,
does
so you can't be sorry now.
so how does no self come into this? Because if there is no self, then how can there be karma?
This is not the time to talk about no self and this self and all that. Sorry. You're talking
Okay.
something beyond the moral. So first, let's finish this 10 immoral deeds, and then we go to samadhi. And then what you're talking is panya. Oh, this is far away. I don't
Yes,
have
sir.
a ticket at present.
Okay, sir.
So basically, I have a way of redeeming the karma and karma vipaka because there is. How did I find out? Here is the story. To get food, you have to work. Simple. So you have to do something to get. That is karma. I didn't know this. Yes, you please know it. You have to go and buy vegetables. You should be in a position to go there. Otherwise, what happens? You can't go. Right? So it is condition. You situation is you're hungry. Condition should match, and then you can go there. So if you have a good intention, the conditions will fall in a place so that you can do it. If you have bad conditions, you supply bad conditions, situation remaining the same, you get bad result. So good condition, same situation, good results. Bad condition, same situation, bad result. Somebody who is prudent understands that should I give up bad conditions or good conditions? Then he comes to Dinnam. Let me give up bad things. So he used to go to prostitutes. He stops. Or she or he entered into porn industry, let's say, stops it. Why? Because it takes you to bad destination. Why? Because you create bad things. You will get only those friends. You don't get good friends. So I find, yes, what I was doing was wrong. It's going to pubs, discotheque, etc. I find I get only these kind of people. I don't get better kind of people. So when I drop going there, I find other people coming and not these people. Oh, it works. Then I was joining bad organizations because I didn't have qualifications. So I thought, let me invest on qualification so that I create a condition to get into a good job. After a while, I found by finishing whatever graduation or certification, I landed in a good job. It works. So now I know that if I supply good conditions for the same situation, I get good results. If I supply bad condition to the same situation, I get bad results. So good conditions give good results, bad condition gives bad results. Right? And no condition gives no result. This is final. Right? After you give up, anatta, no self, what you said, no condition, no results. So you're done. Bye bye. Bye bye where? Completed. Journey over. And that's end of it. Arhat. So what I understand here for myself is conditioned. In this condition, this is going to happen. If that condition is not there, that's never going to happen. Meaning, if a condition is that I am going to do this intent, it's going to happen if the situation has come in such a way that my condition supplied is literally against, I get bad result. If it is for, it gets me good result. So I see Panatipata gives lesser life. That's what Buddha says, which is supplying the right condition. I supplied a wrong condition, so I have less life. I don't kill. I should have a longer life. But human life is 100. How does it become long? You will never be coming into human existence. So you change the condition. Situation is rebirth, but I change the condition. So I will never be born here. Perfect. Second one, adinadana. I was stealing. I changed the condition. I became dinadani. I give up, gave up, gave up, gave up. Once you start giving up, you become less possessive. Wow. When I become less possessive, the pain is gone. Holding the fist is painful. Releasing it is simple. Oh man, this great. I feel so nice now. Fine. Situation remaining the same. What situation? You're still a human. That's a situation. But your mind is residing where? Brahma Vihara. So where will you land? Brahma Vihara. Superb. Abrahmacharya, having sexual intercourse, creates condition for womb entry. Cut it. Situation remaining the same. Human. Women is there, man is there. If they get naked, attraction is there. But I am no longer attracted. That doesn't mean the woman didn't come. She came. That doesn't mean the man didn't come. He came. But there was no excitement. Whether she's dressed, undressed, both look the same. Change the condition. Situation is same. Human. Not I change the condition. Musavada. Lies. I change the condition. Situation remains the same. People are telling lies. People are doing so many things. But I don't. Slander. I don't. Harsh speech, I don't. Sampapalapa, I don't. Abhijya, I don't. Vyapada, I don't. Change the conditions. Situations have remained the same. So didn't I move from here to there right now? Yes, I did. How? You're peaceful. So it works. Right now it works. Not in future. Not about that past life, this plus this and that came. Right now. Situation is this. Agree. It has come from the past life. Agree. But didn't I change the condition? I did. So do I get the vipaka of that? No. I get something else. Yes, there's a karma and karma vipaka. So I changed the intention to tell lies, I stopped. The intention to slander, I stopped. The intention to have harsh speech, I stopped. Intention to just talk gossips and all of that, nonsense things, I stopped. So I stopped being covetous, stopped being having ill will. Now I come to Michhadikti. I'm removing all one by one. And that's it. The conditions have changed. This being, this comes to be. With the arising of this arises. Iti imasmim sati idam hoti, imassa upada idam uppajjati. And I've changed it. What happens? This not being, this does not come to be. With the cessation of this ceases. Iti imasmim asati idam na hoti, imassa nirodha idam nirujjati. Done. Journey over. Situation has remained the same. But I changed the underlying conditions. No longer I will ever be born in any existence because I changed the conditions. Situation remained the same. So that's how free will is. So there's karma and karma vipaka in this way, not in any other way. Hope, Akash, you got clarity on what I am trying to say to you.
Yes, sir. I got it, sir.
Yeah, this is applicable not only to you, for others. If they've asked, you asked, and then some people asked. And Smitaji, hope you got the answer. And anyway, Bobby had said, you're our teacher. You tell us. I finished telling whatever I wanted to tell. Madhulika ji, go ahead. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, I mean, thank you, sir. You very well explained this. I was actually going to the dependent origin and I was trying to understand how we can create a condition. So, thank you for this wonderful explanation.
Yeah, all that we can do is, yes, we have brought it, but you can cut it. You don't have to suffer. But conditions, so situation remaining the same. Just because I'm cutting the condition doesn't mean that I'm going to land in Manchester. But I can remove the thought of Manchester itself. I'm at peace. Otherwise, I'm putting a new condition which is depending on the situation. The situation is not there. Your condition will not work. Right? Because the intention creates conditions. And conditions can only work if there is situation. And the situation is different to the condition. Has no relevance. So I can't see. But when I see this, I can change the underlying conditions. Yes, I can. If I start doing it, fist starts opening up. And I see no Manchester or United States or any other country there. Oh shit, it's horrible. And I see it's empty. And I see a small baby also holding like this, and it's open, empty. And a dead person, when he dies, he's going like this. I find nobody has anything. And that brings tears to me, that I was holding something which was so essenceless. So I gave up. So then I complete the 10 parties all at once. So dana brings in Śīla, Śīla brings in nekkhamma, nekkhamma brings in panya, panya to virya, virya to khanti, khanti to satya, satya to aditthana, aditthana to metta to upekha. And I'm released. That's all. So the karma vipaka is there in this way. If this being, this comes to be, not just it happens. This being, this situation being, this comes to be. If you don't create that situation in the first place, you can never have it. So then the question comes, now that I have the situation, change the condition. What condition? Don't react. No, that stop reacting. Stop. Watch it. Stop. No, the flight is delayed, but stop. No, I'm hungry. Stop. You're hungry, right? You have two choices, eat or not to eat. Why do you get excited? There's only two choices, eat or not eat. No, I don't have money. Don't eat. Think that it is a uposatha day and don't eat. 12 o'clock like Cinderella, just stop eating. 12:01, sorry, wrong number. But I'm very hungry. Don't eat. You don't have money, right? Don't eat. But don't steal. Don't beg. Don't beg. Don't ask somebody to get you food. Don't. Don't. You will create debt. Don't. Or if he gets you food, you give Dhamma to him. This I don't have, then don't do it. And then it is settled. Or you are at higher and the person is lower, so the water falls down, which is good. It's nice. So did you now pacify your condition? Yes. Did you change the situation? Yes. How? Situation remaining same? No. Situation has changed. In what way? You are not going to come back to the same existence again. It's done. So that means the apayas are closed. So tomorrow when we meet, I'm going to give you a whole write-up of what creates what situation and where you will be reborn. And that will tell you how this plus this plus this equals that. Okay. So for that, you have to wait till tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All good.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Any final question before we close? So I guess you understood karma and karma vipaka. It's based on dependent origination. It's not based on blindness. Yes, Bobby.
Because just now you told that what is it? Don't beg. If you don't beg, then what about all these people who are spiritual seekers and they don't have dhamma to give back? In the beginning stages at least. So how, for example, a novice monk or anybody who is started spiritual life, they're living on the charity of others, right? So
that's fine. That's fine. I'm talking about lay followers. If they are really poor, they can't really afford, then it's fine. But there are some people who can pay, but they will wait for others to pay. They just start to find their wallet. I think that
yeah, they go to toilet and all, in the restaurant.
exactly. Oh, the bill came. Oh shit! You told me I would have paid. Oh, how much is it? And then they say, "Shall we do Dutch?" Why? We will do French also if you want, and whatever. Right? So, and I'm talking about those guys. I'm not talking about the poor monks who have left everything and they are in a monastery and they are living on the dhan of others. No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about even then. There are a lot of monks who really do nonsense. Okay, so that also is there. But I'm talking about in general, I should not beg, borrow,
And
and steal.
this is interesting, because some of the suttas, I think I've told you that some monks, when they become, or bhikkhus, when they become enlightened, they say that I lived on debt for only 2 weeks. Now I'm not. I think when they become arahants, they say that statement.
Yes.
Now I'm no more living in debt.
Yes, no debt. So basically, thing is, the world view is beg, borrow, steal. The transcendental view is no begging, no borrowing, no steal. All the three creates debt. Why remain in debt? Let me be indebted to through using gratitude, but not repaying it. And how do I repay? Through blood. Why? You see, you toil for 12 hours. Somebody toils for the same 12 hours, like what Akash was saying. They get different results. Why? Debt. You have to repay. Time for repayment. So some people don't have to work, they get everything. Some people keep on working, they don't get nothing. They get nothing out of it. Just physical labor, toiling. You feel that this poor guy gets something, but he will not because the situation remains the same and he doesn't know how to change the condition. So he is roaming in the samsara with more debts, more debt, more debt. As that's the reason Kama Chanda, Buddha calls it Rina in Samanya Pala Sutta. Yes, Akash.
So, like someone who has more debt, for the same amount of effort, they will get less because they have to repay their debt, correct? And in another situation, maybe someone also has a lot of debt, but they have many more lifetimes of existence. So maybe they don't have the pressure to repay it fast, maybe they have a much longer time.
Nothing
Is
like
that
that. Now you're adding stories to it. Just leave it. Just understand that through karma, you create debt. Okay. You don't want it. Don't create debts. So don't borrow, don't beg, don't borrow, don't steal. That's the wrong conditions. Wrong condition for the same situation. Don't supply wrong conditions. Supply the right condition. No begging from today. No borrowing from today. No stealing from today. That's it. No debt. Can I borrow your laptop for a few days? No. Can I beg for? Can I steal your thing? None of the three. I have 10,000. I have $10,000. I don't have. Let's say Ariu has. He has kept it on the bed. 10,000. Fresh notes. And I see it. Intention is to get $10,000. Then I tell Ariu, $10,000 equals to 10,000 rupees. Can I beg some dollars from you? Debt. Can I borrow some dollars from you? Debt. And he goes to the washroom. I take some $5,000 out of it. Stealing. What will happen? The vipaka is there to repay. Now it's up to me to change the condition. So I feel like taking. Now I feel like giving. I replaced taking by giving. So I gave up giving. So when I did that, it removed the pleasure. I saw the pain and the pleasure. The amount of pain Ariu takes to earn that dollars, feel, let him get more. And I gave up this act of stealing. Done. Condition remained the same. Sorry, situation remained the same. Situation is $10,000 is there on that bed. Got it. That's the situation. It's a positive situation, actually. I'm seeing $10,000 on the bed, but I don't take it. It lies there only. Then when Ariu is back, tell him that you have kept $10,000 there. He says, yeah, I always keep everything everywhere. I don't give him a sermon, you should keep it inside, blah, blah, blah. I'll just leave it. Because only me and he. So who will take it? No one. And then I've learned it. So, this being, this comes to be. So I will take the next life in a bad existence, provided I steal this $10,000. Now that I did not steal it, there's no way I can get it. Situation remaining the same. Got it? This is how I can know the karma and karma vipaka. Okay, so tomorrow we'll take how do you become bird, animal, insects, all kind of things. Wait for tomorrow. You'll have much more things to come. Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.